I remember going to the British Museum one day to read up the treatment for some ailment of which I had some touch. Hay fever. I fancy it was. I got down the book and I read everything I came to read. And then, in an unthinking manner, I idly turned the pages and indolently study diseases generally. I forgot which was the first distemper I plunged into. Some fearful, devastating scourge. I know. Before I had glanced half down the list of premonitory symptoms, it was born within me that I had fairly got it. I sat for a while, frozen with horror, and then, in the listlessness of despair, I started again turning the pages. I came to typhoid fever, read the symptoms, and discovered that I had typhoid fever too, which I must be having since long without me knowing it. Wondered what else I had got. Turned up St. Vitus's dance. Found, as expected, that I had got that too. Began to get interested in my case and determined to sift to the bottom, and so started alphabetically. Read up ague, learned that I was sickening for it, and the most acute stage would commence about another fortnight. Bright's disease. Oof. I was relieved to find that I only had the modified form of it. And as far as that was concerned, I may live for years. Cholera I had with severe complications, and diphtheria, it seems that I was born with it. I plodded conscientiously through the 26 alphabets, and the most malady I could conclude was I had not got the housemaid's knee. I felt rather hurt at first about this. It seemed somehow to be sort of a slight. How hadn't I got the housemaid's knee? Why such invidious reservation? After a while, however, less grasping feelings prevailed. I reflected that I had every other malady in the pharmacology, and I grew less selfish and determined to do without the housemaid's knee. Gout, in its most malignant stage, it would appear to have seized me without my even knowing about it. And the zymosis I had evidently been suffering with from boyhood. There were no other diseases after zymosis, and I could conclude that I had nothing else the matter with me. I sat and pondered. I thought, what an interesting case I am from a medical point of view. What an acquisition I should be for a class. Students have no need to walk the hospitals if they had me. I was the hospital in myself. All they need to do was go round me, and after that, get their diploma.